New York, big city of dreams.
I'm coming straight out.
New York, big city of dreams.
NYC.
What's going on? This is Jailers from the Nick of Time show. Here, give you that Knicks talk just in the nick of time. And it's time to give you some Knicks talk, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right into it. You know? First, before we even start the show, let's get into these intros, all right? First, you already know who it is. It's my guy, the man, the myth, the legend, the guy with the stats and the facts.
Ryan G is in the building.
Damn right, he's in this building, all right? You know? And also joining with us today is Rookie of the Year on the KT Crew, my man from the YouTube channel across the street. It is the Raw Metaphor, the Raw Hebrew Remnant.
Man, so enjoyable to be with the KOT crew.
That's right. You know? And also joining with us. You know what? Give me 1 second because there's like an echo in my ear and it's throwing me off.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah. Metaphor, the Raw Hebrew Remnant. Alright?
Man, so
Alright, here we go. So, let's get to it. The Knicks. We gotta hit the gunshots. First of all, we gotta hit the gunshots. Let's start it off right.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Hitting
sir.
these gunshots today.
That's right.
The Knicks won 3 in a row, led by our all-star, Julius Randle, who scored 44 points and 9 rebounds. Come on, man. Let's get the gunshots. We gotta do what we gotta do, man. The Knicks ended up not nicking once again. We're beating the teams we're supposed to. And Julius Randle's made it clear that he deserves this all-star nod. And if you don't believe me, if you don't think that Julius Randle deserves to be an all-star, I don't even know what you're doing here, man. I don't know who this Sabonis kids is, but he don't need to be here. He don't need to be Bam Adebayo. I don't know why Bam Adebayo's Julius Randle is the focal point of this team. He's playing on both sides of the ball. He's playing on offense. He's playing on defense. He's averaging 23 points, 11 rebounds. Listen, 40% from 3. Come on, 40%. Come on, man. 40% from 3.
For a team that's 6th in the East.
Come on.
Yeah.
Listen. There was guys saying this wouldn't last. There was people saying he should be traded by deadline. All that is dead. All of that is dead. Julius Randle is our all-star, man. This guy deserves to go to the all-star game. For sure.
Most definitely.
For sure.
For real.
Is there still an echo, guys? Let me know if there's an echo.
I don't hear that echo.
No, I don't hear it.
All right. But let's talk about this game. First and foremost, the Knicks beat the Atlanta Hawks 123 to 112. The Knicks 39 points in the first quarter. Julius Randle 17 points in the first. Alone, you already knew in the first quarter it was going down.
That's right.
All right, put some respect on his name.
Yeah.
The Knicks had the lead for almost a whole game. They got in trouble in the third quarter. That's when Atlanta went on a 7-0 run. I kind of feel like that's the time we got a little bit lazy. Atlanta started to play a little bit with a little bit more zeal. They played better on defense. And the Knicks, they were a step slow. And Tom Thibodeau, as usual, when they get a step slow, he called a timeout. He regrouped the troops. And then he pushed on. And that's when you saw Julius Randle, the all-star, come alive. He scored 5 straight points. And the Knicks went on to winning. And that's all they wrote. Knicks win 3 in a row. Fellas, Raw, let's start with you. What did you see from this game? Give me some takeaways, man.
Well, you mentioned Tom Thibodeau. You know, there was some people that has said they don't like to hear him because he's yelling all the time on the sideline. But I tell you what, it's music to my ears, man, to listen to him yelling, listen to him barking, and then especially when he sees somebody don't make an assignment to get up in their behind. That's what we have not had in a minute. So I'm glad to see that. But this game, to me, Julius Randle took another step to becoming an established star in the NBA.
Absolutely.
When you see a guy, now you seeing him play all facets of the game, passing, rebounding, defense, and of course offense. You've seen him shoot threes at a high level, higher in his career. You're seeing him put it all together, but this was a game where, like you said, the third quarter, there was a step slow.
Yeah.
And it was that third quarter that Julius Randle, now we know he scored 17 in the first quarter, but then Atlanta caught up. So now that third quarter, it was almost like he said,
Right.
"We're not losing this game tonight. I'm going to make us win this game tonight." That's what you go when you go into that next level. That's the kind of guys going to that next level. So that's what I noticed about last night. It was another step forward toward being recognized as a star for Julius Randle.
Yeah, and he made star plays and star shots, like you said. That 5-point swing after Tom Thibodeau called the timeout was pivotal.
Mm-hmm.
And he also made some big plays in the end of the fourth quarter that Immanuel Quickley found them for. He hit some clutch threes in there. And even that nice little fadeaway 15-pointer falling from behind the backboard.
Behind the backboard, man.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice. All right. Yo, Ryan, let me know. What did you think of this game? Give me some takeaways.
Well, yeah, Julius Randle definitely stepped up to the plate, definitely showed why he should be an all-star this season. Rod, definitely touched on a lot of points about Julius Randle, but my takeaway from the game was RJ Barrett, because RJ Barrett had, he had a rough couple of games, these last couple of games or so, and he finally broke out of that, slump yesterday, and he produced 21 points. He had some clutch shots himself, and I'm like, and the fact that he was on the fact that he just found his game and Dibs put him in the fourth quarter. He was actually playing with Rose and Quickley in the backcourt, and so I was really proud of RJ Barrett from that standpoint. And overall, the team just continue to show fight, for that game. Atlanta did score, a lot, and the Knicks defense wasn't as strong as it was in previous games, but they just kept on fighting. That's what I like to see. And, Knicks 14-15 right now, 6 in the East. I mean, it just keeps getting better and better this season.
That's right.
Yeah, what I liked about this RJ game, 21 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. The matchup was favorable for him. He usually likes to beat up on Cam Reddish. I know what it is. He practiced against them maybe in Duke, and he's just like he gets thrown into, he starts reminiscing about when he used to post him up there. So he likes to beat up on Cam, and he did that today. He got to the whole lot. He missed the bunnies. He missed the game before. He was hitting today, but also what I liked were the threes. The threes, 3 from 3 in the corner, got him in rhythm. Also, big shots. Game on the line. Yeah. When the game mattered, was in the balance. His teammates trusted him, even though he was missing before, found him for open threes and hit them. And I even saw a nice little step back mid-range shot in like the second or third quarter from RJ. And I'm like, okay, is that coming? Because I love the Allen Houston step back. That's my joint. I'm a Houston fan. Yeah. So when he showed that, I was like, the dribble step back fade. I was like, yes, let's go, RJ. Get in his bag, man. Like, this is a guy when people were talking about trading him in like an episode ago because he had 4 bad games, and they're forgetting that he had 12 or 13 good games in a row. Like, how do you like are you Knicks fans? Like, bruh. Why do you even do that? Like, what's the deal with that?
I think it's like part of therapy, man. I think, instead of going on the couch, they trip out on the Knicks.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So, instead of taking it out on their wife or whatever, they trip out on the Knicks. Because sometimes it's just ridiculous. But I have to say, though, there was a point RJ got beat by John Collins on an out-of-bounds play. And then a couple of plays later, he got beat again when he was just not in the right place defensively. And he was looking pretty rough. Thibodeau did take him out. And then when Thibodeau put him back in, homie had a jump shot from the foul line that he airballed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing I like about him, though, is that whenever he's in those type of funks, if you put him with the game on the line, he comes through.
Snaps out of it.
Yeah.
That's what happened. So Tibbs put him, and I was glad he did. They sat him. Then all of a sudden he put him in for Burks in the fourth quarter. That's when he sunk them 2 threes from the corner to nail it down for us. So, he starts, I don't know, something comes alive in him when the game's on the line. Because his boy, what's his name? His boy Cam Reddish was trying to kill him too on the other side.
Oh yeah, he definitely
was.
They were
going at it, man. They were
had a decent game.
Yeah, they were going at it. It's like I hated you all this time. I'll kill you.
Exactly.
It's like that.
I was the real number 2.
Yeah, exactly. But RJ came through. So the thing is about him, to me, he's a money player. He's a money player. So that's going to carry through with him all the way, for his career. So he showed that last night. I like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And like even listen, the closing lineup, guys, like the closing lineup. We all like we had the Quickley, Derrick Rose.
That's right.
RJ, Randle, Noel closing lineup that worked out. And
Yes.
you know, people were kind of worried. He's like, it was in the papers. It's like, oh no, he's not getting second half minutes anymore. I think I saw a stat that said he's only been playing 10 minutes the second half until this game, and it paid dividends. And that's what I like, man. I like to see the hard work pay off, because I know this man was in the gym, because that's what he does. He goes in the gym when he doesn't play well. I already knew he was in the gym getting shots up.
And the thing about it is that Peyton wasn't playing badly. This just shows that Tibbs has a fourth quarter crew that he's dependent on.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like Peyton was stinking up the place. Peyton was decent last night. I mean, he was 5 of 12. He scored 12 points, but he had 7 rebounds. He was all right. He was doing all right, but he wasn't even having it. He just took him out, and he had Quickley and Rose close the game.
Nah, you're right about that. And the thing about Peyton is too, like, I gotta give him credit. I'm giving Tibbs credit, and I'm giving Peyton credit because Peyton has been scoring at a much higher clip. He didn't really have that good of a game yesterday to me, but for me, Peyton scored when the game was in the balance. Yeah. In that third quarter when things got hectic. And I think that's why he became important. But kudos also to Tibbs to not rest on that.
Yeah.
Now he hit 5. He hit 5 shots yesterday. I know there's like a stat that says the Knicks win like a certain percentage.
But he hit 5. I didn't know that. But you know, he got a T, right? And Peyton is usually cool, but that female ref was driving him crazy. So she called a dumb call on him, and he got heated. And after that, right, he got heavy on Trae Young. Like Trae Young couldn't even breathe. I was like, okay, oh, you think I fouled him? I'm gonna show you what defense looks like now. And he got all in his behind. I was like, oh shoot, man.
Yeah, matter of fact, I remember that playing. Trae Young threw the ball out of bounds, and the trainer was there clapping like,
yeah. He was heated, man. He was heated. That's right. They thrown it into the second row because he was getting up in his behind, man. I was like, go ahead, EP. That's why when I saw Tibbs after that put IQ and Rose to close the game, to me that's like, okay, now he's trusting these two cats no matter what Peyton is doing, unless you see Peyton hit like 6 threes or something. He's gonna use this guy to close the game.
Yeah, like the Knicks and this whole team really, listen, it was a 5-on-6 the whole night. You know what I'm saying? It was Knicks and the Hawks versus the refs, because the refs had the Hawks jersey under the little Foot Locker uniform.
That's exactly right.
Facts.
And we said this behind the scenes role before we started. This game would have been done if it wasn't for the fouls.
Absolutely. They had 32 foul shots. They should have had 16. You know? And so they wouldn't have scored 112 points if they wasn't going to the line all that time.
Exactly.
Nah, absolutely. Especially Trae Young specifically. I don't know. The floater wasn't even rocking for Trae Young. He missed a lot of floaters, but he just seemed like he got a lot of those ticky-tack calls. And I got to give Elfrid Payton some credit again, because I feel like a lot of those fouls came in that first half. They adjusted. They adjusted somehow, and they didn't really foul.
That's right.
In the second half. And I think that was a big reason why we won the game. But another big reason why we won this game, though, I got to give him some love. I got Nerlens Noel.
Nasty Nerlens, boy.
Yeah. Man, listen.
Nasty Nerlens.
I was live tweeting this game. Live tweeting on Twitter like I usually do.
That putback dunk.
Woo, but before that, something happened before he went off.
I know what you're talking about.
He dropped the ball. And I was so mad. I tweeted.
He butterfingers, man. He butterfingers.
Yeah. I've said that girl who lost her hair, man. She needs to sell him some Gorilla Glue so he can catch some of these lies. Because my man, he just can't catch us for long periods of time. But as soon as I went off on my guy, he just goes off. Because I talked about Julius Randle's 5-point swing in that third quarter, but also Nerlens Noel, that he had a sequence.
Yeah. Man. He had numbers a couple times. They had numbers. And he put a stop to it. But the one that to me the highlight was when Herder had beat somebody off the dribble. And Randle was there, but Randle, I don't know, he didn't notice it. He ran away from Herder to the corner, and he left the basket wide open, and Herder was going to do a tomahawk. And Naughty Nerlens said, "Not tonight, my friend. Not tonight.
Nah.
Tonight. We got a date at the rim, my friend."
Exactly. And then I think on top of that too, like I think like on the next play, I think it was Mays, the point guard from the Hawks. He tried to yam it on.
He tried it too. That's right.
And those was like, not today, man. Not today.
No.
And that was with 5 fouls. He's playing with 5 fouls, man.
Yeah. And
he broke up like at least 2 alley-oops. He broke up. I know that.
Exactly. He's 2 alley-oops in the strip, and that sequence kind of swung the momentum, man. It stopped the bleeding for the Knicks.
That's right.
And we were able to retake the lead, and that was a huge portion of that game, man.
That's right.
That was a huge portion of that game.
That's right.
And then we can't talk about this game without talking about my rookie of the year.
Yeah. Steal of the draft, man. Steal of the draft.
Steal of the draft. The Donovan Mitchell of this draft. Somebody called him the Dame of the draft. That might be even a better one.
Oh, Dame. Uh-oh.
Yeah, somebody called him the Dame of the draft. I was like,
That range is getting deep too. He's getting deep.
Oh man.
Listen.
He doing Trae Young range now.
Yeah.
Yo,
and don't think twice about it.
And don't think twice about it, man.
Oh man.
Yo, here's the thing, man. I love Quick, man. His range is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Where he's pulling up from, I can't even fathom. And here's the thing I like about the game, right? When it comes to Immanuel Quickley. There was a part of the game, right, where he was scoring from behind the 3-point line all willy-nilly. Right, like he didn't have a good percentage shooting game, but he had timely hoops. But then there's also a point where none of his floaters was working. Like none of the floaters were working, and it was hurting the team. It was like to this team's detriment. I feel like Tom called a timeout again. Shout out to Tom.
Yeah.
Say, hey, young ones, you gonna settle down, right?
Well, before he called it, Derrick Rose called everybody together. Remember that? Right. And he was trying to settle everybody, and then Tom called the timeout, and they walked over to the side. But Derrick Rose was already getting everybody settled down.
Exactly. But here's the thing, I like, because usually with Quickley, what he usually does is either 3
or floater.
Yeah.
If the floater is not working, it's a lob.
Yeah.
But I liked about yesterday that I saw for the first time is the pass to the corner. Cause I don't know if you guys remember, I was talking about how I like that Derrick Rose does that, and I feel like no one else does that on his team. And
Quick did it yesterday to Julius a couple times.
Yeah. He got Julius a couple of times. He also got RJ for a clutch 3 that broke the game open when it was 104-102. And those are huge momentum plays, man. That's when people are talking about is Quickley a point guard, and I'm just like, yes, he is. But he just needs to get some reps in and get some more looks and learn.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, this is the type of game that expands his knowledge of the game. It's not just deep 3 and drive and
he can play. He's a guard. He can play both
positions.
positions. He can play both positions, both guard positions. He's a guard, man. He could do both. The thing about him, though, I don't remember a rookie a late round rookie, first round rookie drawing so many fouls, man. Even with those stinky refs, he was getting calls.
Yeah. He's a rookie vet, man.
He's
He's a guy who plays beyond his years.
Exactly. He learns very quickly.
He does have high IQ, though. I tell you what.
He does have Man, I love y'all. Man, this coaching staff and this drafting guy, I love what you did. Shout out to these guys, and shout out to ROS.
Shout out to Worldwide West. Everywhere we go, we leave a worldwide mess.
That's right.
My man is speechless right now. He's just so overwhelmed at the moment. He didn't even know what to say.
I hit the sound effect. Oh,
all right.
The audience gets it.
All right.
All right.
But last night, though, it was the opposite team saying, "Who man's is that? Whose man's is that?
Whose man's is this?" We didn't say whose man's is this in a minute, but
because we've been playing defense this year.
We have.
Yeah, somebody on Atlanta saying, "Who man's is that?"
Exactly. We've been playing, even though it didn't look like we was because they scored a lot of points, we actually playing pretty good defense. If the rest wasn't in the game with us, it would have been a blowout like you said earlier.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Jay Boogie in the trap. First and foremost, let me pause the conversation right now. Acknowledge the people's in the chat. All right, who's watching and rocking the KOT? This is the after party episode. After we do the thing with CP and Ash over there, we're gonna talk Knicks again with my guys in the after party episode. Shout out to you guys. All right. And says, shout out to Jay Boogie. Says, okay, that was good, my guy. I see you, JL. Shout out to the panel, everybody repping the orange and blue. That's the real preacher right there next to you in the middle. Yes, we already know what we know what Raw do. We know what Raw do. Shout out to you. Yo, and Jay Boogie actually, he talked about bringing a guy here the last episode from the Portland Trailblazers. And you know what? After looking, I think he's on to something. Actually, I think he's on to something.
What guy? You mean Trent Jr.?
Trent, yeah. Trent Jr.
You
can talk about that later.
Yeah, they ain't good.
But is he getting shot?
It's not that. He's a restricted free agent. But we can talk about that later. We can talk about that later. So to me, I feel like Jay Boogie might be on something. He might be able to be had. But before we get into that, we'll just shout out to everybody in chat. Shout out to Sheik. Shout out to Rich Jim. Shout out to Fritz Alessandro over here repping always. Shout out to Giordano. He says Quickley might make Rookie of the Year, rather than Obi, who saw that coming. Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody saw that coming.
Nobody. Oh, one guy saw it, Calipari. That's it.
Yeah, Calipari sees it.
He said we're gonna see how good Julius Randle can be, and he said with regard to Quickley, he said the Knicks got one. That's what he said.
Yeah. But I mean, Calipari always pulled for his Kentucky dudes anyway. So I mean,
yeah.
Don't you dare, Ryan. Don't go on your Kentucky dude. Right?
No, I'm not. I'm just leaving it at that.
All right.
No disrespect tonight. No disrespect.
All right. You won. There we go. Shout out to Giordano. He says, I can't wait for RJ to develop that shot to perfection. Next year, RJ is gonna be a problem, man. I'm not worried about RJ, yo. This year is the time for him to get consistency together. Next year, he'll be a problem. But shout out to you. Shout out to Stephen Fox and everybody who's watching. Oh, yeah. And tell him Alejandro, shout out to you, too, because he was here first.
Yeah.
First in here earlier.
Shout out.
All right. So, before we get to the rest of the show, let's get to the best part. You know what it is, man. You definitely know what it is. This episode was brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped is the best men's below-the-waist grooming. Big news, Manscaped just released a new cologne scent to help you feel good and smell good all over at all times. Who knows smelling this good could feel this good too? Manscaped is trusted by 2 million men worldwide. Join the movement for all your below-the-waist grooming needs. And as always, you always got to get the trimmer 3.0. It has your LED light, so you can see what's happening. And I don't know why he was shaving in the dark, but you can see what's happening. It works in the shower. It has this technology that helps you not nick your knickers, meaning it won't pull your hair.
Yeah.
And it'll take care of everything down there. So it's not just for you. It's also for your girl. Trust me and believe it. And as I always say, you don't want down there looking like Fizdale's fro. So take care. Get your Manscaped 3.0. And when you buy it, put in the code KOT for free shipping and 20% off. All right? Code KOT for free shipping and 20% off. Right.
Yes. I just want to add one thing right quick too. Don't forget the ball deodorant. It'll change your life. Don't forget
the ball deodorant.
Yes.
Best kept secret. Trust me. It keeps fresh. You didn't even know you needed it. I didn't even know I needed it until I got it. I'm telling you.
Word.
I was like, oh, this is okay. This is legit.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, before we get going, hit the thumbs up, man. Please, if you want to support the channel, if you don't want to deliver a super chat, if you don't have the money and stuff like that, or hit a cash app. Another way to support the channel is just to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It's going to help us grow the channel, grow the writers, add some more people, and grow it out for you guys so you can have more to enjoy. All right. Cool. All right. Now let's get back to the show. So I think we talked about most of the game. And we hit most of the topics. But the only thing, listen, the Obi thing. You figured, maybe this is an opportunity for Obi to get some more minutes. He didn't really get in this game. But we still won the game. Randle was going in too. He had 44 points. When Randle was going hot like that, you figure he's not going into this game. It's just a wrap. Do you guys feel any way about that, or do you feel like it's just the way the game goes, or
it's just
concern you?
It's just Thibs doing what Thibs does.
Mm-hmm.
Thibs goes with the hot hand. Julius Randle was on fire, so he's definitely not going to take Julius Randle out the game. And I feel like Nerlens Noel was doing his thing in the paint, grabbing boards, protecting the paint and things of that nature. So it's like when you have those two things going for you, that doesn't leave Obi with much room to really come into the game. So to me, it's just Thibs doing what Thibs does. And fortunately, it worked in the Knicks' favor, and we got the dub.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's the thing is that we drafted a power forward because the Knicks I believe they were really thinking about moving Randle at some point. So that's why they drafted Obi.
Oh, yeah, he was definitely being
turns
shot.
out, now who knew that Randle's going to develop into an all-star talent, a franchise player. So now you got a guy that's immovable. Randle played 40 minutes last night, and he was playing the whole 40 minutes. So you can't take him out the game in that scenario. So I mean, it's just unfortunate. Like I said, if Obi was drafted by almost any other team that wasn't a playoff team, he'd be starting and playing a lot of minutes. But he's behind one of the best fours in the league right now. So what you gonna do? And then, like you said, Nerlens Noel he's playing very well. He's playing very well last night. He's protecting the rim the way you want him to. So, it's kind of hard for Obi. There was one scenario where they had Randle and Obi in at the same time.
And that's what I was looking for.
That didn't last too long. They didn't have it that long like that. So I don't know what Tibbs saw or whatever, but it's an unfortunate situation because I believe Obi in this whole season, he has not had a chance to stretch his legs and really, show what he could do yet. So I don't know if he's going to get the chance this year because just the way things are going. But this stretch at home would be an opportunity because Mitch is out. They're going to be home for like 6 games. You could get him some minutes if you want to right now. So we'll see what happens. But Tibbs is about, he's about full speed charge ahead. So he's not looking to try to get Obi minutes. He's trying to win. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here.
Yeah, when Nerlens Noel got into foul trouble, I thought I was going to see a little bit more Obi today, but that didn't really happen. But I also feel like it was a matchup problem, too, because I was thinking, well, maybe he can play some more at the 5. Clint Capella is a little bit too tall out there. I feel like that's the worst case scenario for Obi. And somebody in chat even mentioned that, that little Garnari, these stretch fours are going to be harder for Obi to guard out here.
Matter of fact, that's when Tibbs took him out because he went running at Gallinari and just raised his arm up, hoping that his length would distract him. And Gallinari just splashed it in his face. He has to learn to chase Gallinari off the line and not just put his hand in his face. So that was part of the problem, I think.
Yeah, and Gallinari, it was one of those other guys who torched us. Got 7 from the free throw line and actually, played pretty well. Salute to the Rooster. Too bad you lost, though. Not too much salute to you. All right, and also too, D Rose. This is the first not as good shooting night for D Rose, but I do like that he was setting up Immanuel Quickley for the open 3. I do like he had showed some veteran leadership out there.
Yeah, he's one of them guys that female ref hurt though. I mean, she called some dumb fouls on D Rose.
Yeah, the foul of the game that pissed me off.
He has his hands behind his back.
The 2-hand behind the back when. How about to call him Trae Burke? Trae leans into him and throws up a wild shot.
Yeah,
and I'm just sitting like, what do we do about this, man? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand.
He threw D Rose off with that garbage, man, because he was like, I couldn't blame him. I mean,
it's like, how do you guard that?
That was the worst one, but there was another call like that too. She called on him and called him. I was like, dang, man. So
exactly.
He got 4 fouls. That kind of hindered him, but he did play excellent defense last night on Trae Young. So
yes, he did.
He did effort. He did excellent, and it would have been even better if the refs didn't play against him.
That's true.
It was 2-on-1.
That's right.
It was 2-on-1 at that point. All right. All right. You know what? It's time to address some of these guys in the chat, man. I think we pretty much covered the game. Unless you have something else you want to talk about.
That's what they're talking about.
All right. Okay. What's up? What's addressed this chat? It says XSIQ official says hands literally behind his back for sure. Rich Jim says D Rose impact was great, even though he didn't score much.
Yeah, I have to give it was. It was. When he called everybody to the court and was trying to calm everybody down, that was big time right there. That was
definitely big time. I also like how the 1-3 that Obi did make, it seemed like he was able to calm down. Cause I said that on the show before, he rushes his shot a lot. And lo and behold, D Rose said after the game that, Obi, or halftime yesterday, or the game before yesterday, that you need to slow down and take a breath because you have to prove that you can make the shot, otherwise they're gonna let you open. So just slow down, take a breath, take the shot, you can make it, and once you slow down, you'll start to hit it. So that one three point he had yesterday was from the 3-point line, good shot, Obi. And there was another one that didn't even count.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, Obi is trying to get loose offensively, and Tibbs is trying to get him to play defense. And so I think that's going to be a tug of war. Tibbs is going to win. So
exactly.
So he's going to have to learn how to play defense before he gets, some significant time on the court.
Exactly.
And Giordano even says Obi's defense makes him a liability with the coaching style.
Yeah,
you're right about that.
Yes, true.
You're right about that. All right. So, let's talk about some rumors. Seemed like people want to talk about rumors or questions about rumors or people who are available in the free agency. I have Sheik, who says Andre Drummond to the Knicks. Andre Drummond is having a pretty good year.
We're trying to change the culture, right?
Yes.
Are we trying to change the culture?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you spend all this time developing Mitchell Robinson to check him to the side for Andre Drummond because you looked on NBA 2K and saw he was 20 and 15. You spent all this time developing this guy, and he's playing at a high level now, all NBA defensive level, and you want to check him to the side because you think, I'm going to slide this 20 and 15 here, it's going to make us better. It doesn't work like that. They got to blend.
Yeah.
Okay, Andre Drummond was putting up them numbers in Detroit when there was a lottery team. So
exactly.
And he's still putting them up in Cleveland's a lot. So just because you see these numbers does not mean that's going to help us become better. He's got to blend with the players and with the system, and you can't just plug them in there like that. So I'm not giving up Mitchell Robinson. I'm not giving up his minutes for anybody right now. No. All right, wait. If we got Anthony Davis, okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, we got Anthony Davis, okay. But other than that, I don't want to talk to you about that. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I feel you on that. And I said this yesterday, and I'll say it today. When I'm looking to make moves right now, I'm looking to make moves for a point guard or a wing.
Or a wing, yeah, especially a wing. I mean, like I said, I'm very high on Cade Cunningham and Jalen Suggs, and especially Cunningham. I will give away both Dallas picks and whatever. Get me that kid. You see, so I'm not worried about picking up another point guard right now. If I'm trying to plan how I could get Cade Cunningham and Jalen Suggs. If I get one of them, I'm good. So, yeah, I'm not worried about another point guard right now. We got IQ. We got D Rose as the mentor. I'm trying to look for Cade Cunningham, man. What they want the 2 Dallas picks, to give them that. You want Frank, you want whatever you want, man. Just there's certain players we're not touching. We're not touching Julius. You can't have Mitchell. You can't have RJ. But outside of that, what you want, we could deal with it, because I want that pick, man. Because those 2 kids, like I said, you can't teach 6'8" with 7-foot wingspan, handle the ball like a point guard. You can't teach that, man. I mean,
no, you can't teach that.
Nah, he's a game changer. So I want that kid. I'm not worried about trading for no point guard right now. Give me that boy. If I could get him or Jalen Suggs, I'm happy.
Nah, I'm with you, Ro. I'm definitely with you there. If a team is silly enough to do that, I'm definitely taking it. I do feel like the Knicks would try to do that because we have so many picks, and not that many roster spots. I do feel like the Knicks might at some time might try to consolidate the picks and to move up. But with
they
a
could
team,
also take on a bad contract. They got $50 million.
Yeah, they definitely have $15 million.
Yeah,
so they can definitely take on a bad contract.
By the end of the season, they'll have $50 million this year. So if they need to take off somebody's contract, give them picks, and then get Cade Cunningham, I'm saying I would go very aggressive to get him.
And speaking of that cap, listen, Jay Boog, man, he talked about earlier Gary Trent Jr. And He's a restricted free agent, I believe, next season. He's a
Well,
restricted free.
I don't see. Is he a restrict? Because this is his second year, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a restricted free agent next
Oh yeah,
season.
because that'll be early. 'Cause I thought he got one more year before he's restricted.
Let me see.
Which is probably why he was looking up. Because if that's the case, it could kind of be like a Malik Beasley thing, right? Where we can offer him some money, offer the money to see if they're willing to match.
I'm checking his contract right now.
Yeah, me too. I'm on this mess right here.
Yeah. Restricted free agent this season.
He's a restricted free agent.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, because right now they got it good because they got the two max guys in the backcourt and they paying him peanuts.
Yeah, $1 million. He's going to want more. The numbers he's putting up. 40% from three.
What would you do? What would you pay him?
Right now, what is he?
He's like.
He's let's see.
He might come.
1.6 this year, and his qualifying offer is 2.1. There's a limit though. Like you can't just offer him anything. There's a limit, I think, as to how much you could offer him.
Well, I wouldn't max him.
Definitely not. But I think he's going to command at least $5 to $10 million.
Yeah, but I think Portland would match that.
Yeah, I think they would match him. I feel like you would have to go like 15.
See, would you pay him 15 though? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying. I mean, I'm saying it would be an excellent pickup, but I'm saying, what you gonna pay? And then when you do pay him, let's say we did get him. Let's say we got him for 10. Let's say we were able to swing that deal and get him to New York. So what you gonna do? You gonna have him Quick? Well, he paid the two. He plays the two. So you got him Quick, and D Rose, right? And then you're gonna get a draft pick. Yeah, right. I think that'll work, man. I like that.
You can slide. You can kind of slide. You can kind of play off RJ. You know what I mean? If we have like a real point guard.
No, he got a good IQ. He's definitely got a dead-eye jump shot. He's a good player, man. He's playing very good for Portland. So, I don't know. That'd be something we could look at. I would be, because he wouldn't disrupt anything. He would add to it. See, I look for players with, like we talk about Andre Drummond. You're gonna have to cut Mitch's minutes.
Yeah.
To get Andre Drummond. That's you don't want to do that. But if you get a Gary Trent Jr., nobody else is losing anything. I mean, we just gotta let EP walk, okay. But other than that, I don't see we're not losing anything.
Yeah. The thing that's intriguing with him is the 7 threes a game. The 7 threes a game hitting 3.2 at 41%.
Oh yeah, he
definitely shoots lights out.
Yeah,
that's something that we're looking for from Reggie Bullock.
Yeah, he showed that in the bubble even last year, so he could shoot it. And like I said, he plays defense. He plays with good IQ. He's a good player. Portland knows. There's another team like San Antonio. They pick good players. They know how to get them, man. But
exactly,
most definitely. And I think the thing with Gary Trent Jr. too is that you can also play him in a small ball lineup as well, because sometimes Portland will throw out when McCollum is healthy. Sometimes they'll throw out Lillard, McCollum, and Trent in the backcourt as well. Mm-hmm. So he could definitely fill in that 3 role sometimes as well if you wanted to play that small ball.
Yeah, he's 6'6". So I mean, they got him in the second round too. Yeah, now
it's just the price.
I like him. I just don't see how Portland would let him go though. For real, because Portland can match any offer. So.
It's more about the price. It's more about their cap situation. Like, I don't know if they have that many people coming off the books, because you already know they're gonna have their money tied up in Dame. They're gonna have their money tied up in CJ McCullough.
They do need a center. I mean, because Nurkic is hurt all the time, man.
And they do need a center.
So I don't know. That's why I think they would probably go after Andre Drummond.
Yeah,
it's a possibility.
Yeah, I can see that, but Gary Trent Jr., man, I can't see if because I like if devil's advocate. If we had him, would we be letting him go this year?
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, but I think we're in a better financial situation, is what I'm saying.
Oh, we are. We definitely
are in a better financial situation. So I don't know exactly what their financial situation is over there in Portland.
What are they doing as far as?
I feel like they're kind of operating at the cap or a little bit over.
But they could go over to sign him.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have his bird rights.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check on Portland's. I'm gonna check their contract situation at the moment, like their cap.
I don't think they have his bird rights. That's what I'm saying. Like, if they don't have his bird rights,
they drafted him. They got his rights, man.
They have his bird rights.
Yeah, they drafted him. If they had traded for him, but they drafted him, so they got him. That's it. Let me see. Their team payroll is they're 130 million.
Yeah, they're heavy. Yeah,
130, but they could go over the cap to sign him. They even next year, because they're paying Dame 44 and they're paying McCollum 30. They're paying Covington 13. Nurkic is a team or so it's an option. I don't know whose option it is, and Rodney Hood is an option.
Yeah,
so,
right.
So I mean, the only players they got to pay is C.J. Ellaby, Nasir Little at $2 million, Anthony Simons at 3.9. I mean, aside from the big guys, and then Derrick Jones Jr. at about 10. So they might. I mean, I can see it will be hard for us. We have to offer them something because I wouldn't see them letting him go. He's a core piece for their future, man.
No, he is a core piece.
Yeah, most definitely.
I mean, I'd like to get him, but I don't think it's realistic for us to really get him because.
And the thing too is that, like, checking it right now, Portland isn't over the cap. Like, Portland does have a lot of salaries on their books, but they're not exactly over the cap as well. So, they do have a little space left over if they want to sign Trent or somebody else, to keep them in.
Right. They get somebody will have to let them walk. They probably have to let somebody walk.
And really, you don't really want to look at the cap as much. You want to look at the luxury tax.
Yeah.
That's where they get hurt. See, the luxury tax is where they got to pay the extra money. So they're at 130 million. What is the luxury tax threshold this year? I don't know what it was.
I don't know. According to what I'm seeing right now, the luxury tax threshold is 136 mil.
Oh, see, so they under the luxury tax. So
yeah,
okay.
I think they could probably, they probably let a guy like a Rodney Hood walk, and then
that's what I'm saying. They have to let somebody walk.
Yeah, give that money to Trent, and then and they'll be in good shape. So, I can't see. I would love to get that kid.
Yeah, I would love him too.
Yeah,
he could play, man, but I don't think they're gonna get him. Whenever you get somebody in the second round that turns into a Mitchell Robinson or Gary Trent Jr., man, that's like gold right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. But that's when you have to hit that qualifying offer.
Yeah.
To extend. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's a lot of trouble. They're gonna keep him.
Yeah. Another name I keep hearing too is Trae for Vujovic. For Nikola Vujovic.
Orlando?
About that
yeah.
Last year, I think.
I feel like he's a rumor every year that everybody
they were
wants
doing last year. But I don't know because I don't know. I mean, unless they really feel like Mo Bamba is gonna come in and take over, and I don't know if they don't. I'm just saying they'd have to because Vujovic, he just dropped 43 last week on somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Vujovic is going anywhere, man.
Yeah.
Me neither.
I would take a look at Mo Bamba though, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. The more I think about it, the more I would like. I would have him like. I know he's not gonna get the minutes, but I would have him. You know how we signed Omari Spellman? Like I would have him just bring him here, work with Kenny to see if they have anything, man. Because just to like to play a Taj role, Taj is getting older.
It's tough because we got Nerlens and Mitchell.
Yeah, we got Nerlens
at the 5, man. If we're talking about Jonathan Isaac, that's something different. But I don't think Mo. I mean, and again, I'm not saying Mo Bamba can't play. I'm just saying we are stacked at that position right now. And we don't. Once we get a developed situation and it's set, don't mess with it. That's what we got. Let's go. Let's go look at our weaknesses.
Yeah, and at the moment too with Mo Bamba, like Mo Bamba's still very raw. Like you're not sure what you're gonna get with Mo Bamba at the moment. Like you don't know if you don't know if Mo Bamba's gonna be this good player down the line or if he's gonna be a bust. So at the moment, like I like the way Mitch is developing. So I would rather Mitch to keep that starting role and then Mitch be backed up by a veteran center like Nerlens Noel, for example. Like I would rather keep that structure rather than you bringing in Mo Bamba. Then it's like what minutes are you gonna give him because we already have Mitch, Taj, Nerlens. Is like what you gonna really do with Mo Bamba at that point.
I'm not saying he's gonna play. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying have him like. You have like a little drafting stash, or you have him playing in G League. I'm saying kind of just bring him because we don't have.
You want to come to New York for that?
Huh?
If you're Mo Bamba, do you want to come to New York for that?
I don't know. He's a New York guy. Like he's from Harlem. So
yeah, I think he wants to play though. I think he wants to play.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to. I think he like look. What's it called? Detroit had who is it that had Ja and he got hurt.
Jalo Okafor?
Jahlil Okafor.
The
He got hurt.
Sixers?
Yeah,
Right.
he got hurt. No, he wasn't on Sixers. He was playing for somebody. I think Chicago, and he got hurt. See, if I'm Mo Bamba, I want to go to a team where I could get some minutes now. I know.
I feel you. I'm sure Knox would feel the same way.
Yeah. No, it's true. But see,
Yeah.
the thing about Knox that's different is that he's surrounded by all his homies from Kentucky. I mean, coaches and everything. So
Yeah.
so he's comfortable there. But I'm saying, no, I if I'm Bamba, I would look at New Orleans. I would look at Detroit. I'm looking at some place where I could go and play, get some playing time right now. No, the Knicks. If we're looking to trade for somebody, right? You got it to me, JL. Can we get somebody that's a better shooter? Then, like, say, we get an upgrade at Burke spot.
Yeah.
We get an upgrade from there. Somebody that can come in and sharpshoot. Like, if we were going to trade Burke for JJ Redick, I would do that.
But JJ Redick, the only thing about JJ Redick though, he's a career wise, he's a better shooter. It's one of those things where you're trying to figure out, is it a slump that he's going through?
Yeah.
With the Pelicans because he's not shooting well this year,
or is he on the downside of his career?
Right. You don't know. You don't know if it's the way they're using him or he's just tired.
Right.
Of, you
right.
know.
That's true. That's what you got scouts for, though.
Yeah.
Scouts should be able to tell you that. It's like I was telling somebody's thinking that I was dissing on D Rose. I'm not dissing on D Rose. Everybody gets slower, man. Nobody stays the same. He's about a half step slower than he was in his prime, and still at that, he's still 80% better than 80% of the guards in the league.
No,
yeah, exactly.
Everybody
20 minutes a game, he's doing all right.
Yeah, everybody slows down, man. But I mean, that's what I'm looking at. If I could get a shooter, somebody that's a proven shooter to come in here. And give us another shooter. That's all I'm gonna look for right now. I mean, and I don't know who's available that could do that. I don't know.
I'm not sure either.
I'm telling you what, I'm glad we didn't sign that boy from Washington.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bertans.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't sign him, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Julius Randle shooting 41% from three anyway. So
Exactly. Yeah.
For what?
If we get to like, if JJ Redick is the JJ Redick like from Philly and from Clippers. Oh, that'd be a pretty good situation, man.
Yeah. But it's a gamble. To me, if you're going to make that move, it has to be for somebody who's not performing for us right now. It has to be for somebody who's like Austin Rivers or something like that.
I wouldn't mind doing it for that too. Keep Burks and then bring him on, like let him get Austin. Then again, what's he going? You got D Rose taking Austin Rivers, man.
Exactly. Yeah. So he's not going to play anyway. Like if we're going to trade somebody for real, it should be somebody to take Reggie or Burks minute, and to do that, you're probably gonna have to combine one of these guys who's on a 1 year with a young piece.
Yeah, you're right.
Meaning Knox, Frank,
or
something.
I don't think we need to do that for JJ Redick.
For JJ Redick, no.
Nah.
No.
I'm not saying for JJ Redick. I'm talking about somebody who's more of like a surefire role player.
Oh, okay. Somebody that's a guaranteed shooter.
Exactly.
Who would that be though? What team? Like who? If you scour the league for a guy like, if you could just pick a guy that would fit in that spot, who would it be?
I mean, available.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but six ain't giving up Steph Curry.
Yeah, they ain't giving him up.
Yeah, they ain't giving up Steph Curry.
That Steph Curry would be good, but I don't see the guy out there right now. There's some promising rookies, like the kid from Stanford ain't getting no PT in Dallas. What's that boy's name?
Oh, Brunson?
No.
Brunson played for Villanova.
This kid.
Oh, Tyrell Terry.
Tyrell Terry, yeah, he's not getting no time either. But if he ain't getting time under Dallas, he definitely ain't coming in and playing with Thibodeau.
No, you're right about that. If he's not working in Dallas, he's getting buried over here. Especially with all the guards here.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, I mean, because Memphis, I was thinking about, but then I talked myself out of it. I did want us to draft Desmond Bain there going, and he's shooting down there in Memphis, man. He is shooting.
I know Fritz was talking about taking a flyer on the point guard from Charlotte, who was playing well last year, but not so well this year.
Devontae Graham?
Devontae Graham, yeah. He was killing last year. This year, he's not,
not doing so well, yeah.
Yeah, but you know who is benefiting the most from their guards from LaMelo Ball is Monk. Monk's career is revived because of LaMelo Ball, man.
He's been playing better,
Yeah, but it has hurt Devontae Graham, though. But then again, it hasn't hurt Scary Terry. He dropped 40 on somebody, too, this year.
Yep.
Nah, you're absolutely right.
But I don't know. I don't see the guy out there, maybe Terrence Ross from Orlando. What you think about him?
I mean,
that could be. I like Terrence Ross as like a microwave guy. You know what I mean? are they going to be willing to give him up? I feel like they might be a guy who can probably use Austin Rivers, really, because they have so many injuries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Orlando was like actually shipping players, shopping around players at the moment because they're not doing too well this season. And
So you think they will sell?
And with the injuries that they do have, like I wouldn't be surprised if they're shopping around some of their players and seeing what they can get in return.
Yeah, because you know what? If they decide to blow it up, because they haven't really moved anywhere, past the 8th spot. So if they decide to blow it up, then everybody's available on that team. So I mean, everybody except the young kids. So you're gonna keep your Jonathan Isaac. You're gonna keep your Schultz.
Right.
You're gonna keep Cole Anthony. Probably everybody else is available. So then I don't know. See, what about Evan Fournier? That
actually might make sense. I can actually maybe see that. Now that you're thinking about it, they might blow it up. If they're not trying to make the playoffs, they might try to fade for KD too.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
They might try to deal some of these pieces away, especially if it's not long-term pieces for people who are trying to make a playoff push.
Yeah.
And at this point, that might be us considering we just signed Derrick Rose.
Right. So I mean, I like Terrence Ross. I mean, I don't know if it's just against the Knicks. He shoots the ball.
Everybody is. Ross is a gunner. Yo.
Yeah, he can shoot the rock. He's in the Alec Burke gunner school. But you got him, and then you got Evan Fournier, but he might be overpriced. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, those guys, they're pretty good shooters. I'm just like seeing the landscape where there's somebody out there that I would trade for that would say, yes, we got to get this guy because he's going to help us in the playoffs right now. And he's available. I don't know who that is as far as shooters, because that's what I'm saying. If we're going to get some, let's get a shooter, man. Bring a shooter in here. We don't need a 5. We definitely don't need another power forward. We could use a shooter, though.
We could definitely use a real shooter.
Larry Shamet. He's on Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, Larry Shamet, yeah.
I like him.
Yeah.
I like
that could be it too.
Yeah.
I don't know if Brooklyn giving him up though.
Actually, I wanted Shamet when we traded Morris to the Clippers. Like I was hoping I was hoping for Shamet back. I was hoping to get Shamet back in return. Yeah.
If they offered me Shamet instead of the pick, I'd have taken Shamet.
Yeah.
Nah, you're right about that.
I would have taken it because he could shoot the rock, man.
Yeah, he can. Man. Yeah.
From his rookie year, he was showing it, man. So I would take Shamet, but
I would take Shamet.
Yeah, that's a guy. I don't know who else does like. I'm trying to think. I don't know who else. You know who I'm disappointed in? I was watching a G League game the other night, and I saw my boy Malachi Flynn in the G League.
Malachi Flynn is in the G League.
In the G League. I was like,
was he on the Cleveland? He got drafted by the Clippers, right?
No, Toronto.
Nah, Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto. G League, man. For Toronto, I was like, Malachi Flynn's in the G League.
Yo, bring Malachi. Yo, give me Peyton for Malachi.
Yo,
to Toronto. Give me for Malachi.
Give me Malachi Flynn right now, man. Shoot.
Give me Malachi right now, man.
Toronto's backcourt is loaded, though. That's why.
I was watching the game.
Yeah, Toronto's backcourt is loaded.
I've been scouting near, Kamonga and them. So I was watching the game and I was like, wait, that looks like Malachi Flynn. And they said Toronto. I said, that is Malachi Flynn in the G League.
That's crazy. Yeah. I wanted him so bad. I'm glad we got Quickley though.
I'm glad we got.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm not.
I'm not complaining. It's gonna be that good though. Damn.
Nah. Well, before it was Quickley, I was really high on Malachi Flynn because I know he can play pick and roll. I know he's gonna pass, and I know he can shoot too.
And he was defensive player of the year in his conference.
Exactly.
So I mean, I was like, man, this kid could play. I liked Malachi Flynn, but in fact, I liked it was Halliburton to me, and then Malachi Flynn. Those are the top guys I was looking at this season because I like Ball, but he was boom or bust. Either could be superstar or bust. That's what it looked like. And I wanted something more of a sure thing this year.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you.
Yeah, absolutely. But now I would like to get Malachi Flynn. But see, I don't know. See. But Desmond Bane is shooting nice down there in Memphis. Memphis is playing good. Ja Morant was hurt for a minute, and they were still beating people.
Yeah,
they were still.
No. Yeah, that's how you know. That's how you know it was a good team. That's good depth.
Yeah, they were still beating people, man. I don't know. I don't know who's out there that we could get. I mean, we talked about Terrence Ross. That's a possibility. Devontae Graham, maybe. He's on a small contract as well.
He's on a small contract.
Yeah.
I don't know who else. And then Larry Shamet, who I don't think the Nets are going to give up.
No,
because they need all the shooting.
They need all the shooting. Yeah. So I don't know who's out there that.
I think Ross was the one that made the most sense to me that you mentioned. To be honest with you.
Yeah. No, he's How about that kid from Atlanta last night, Hayes, whatever his name?
Oh yeah, Mays.
Oh yeah.
That
he killed us.
He shoots good too. Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to the chat. We get off on a long ass trade tangent. Trying to figure out who to put on the Knicks.
Yo, because I saw in that same game, Gary Payton Jr. was in there too. And Gary Payton Jr. is like a journeyman, but he was looking like an all-star. I was like, oh man, these guys not that good. Gary Payton Jr. is looking like all-pro in that game, man.
Oh yeah, his defense is insane. He's definitely his son's father for sure, Gary. He's
he got up, though. He could jump, but he can't do anything else. I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
He plays that defense, so I'll take it. But yo,
But I don't know, there's nobody else out there that I would be trying to trade away assets for to get right now. I mean, like I said, to me, I'm keeping my assets in my cash.
Yeah.
Use them to see. Even though I think the Knicks are gonna make the playoffs, I would move up in this draft and try to get Cade Cunningham.
Oh yeah,
most
absolutely.
definitely. Yeah,
Like if a team is stupid enough to do that, I'll do it.
Well,
I'm not sure if teams will take the 2 picks to trade down if they're that high, if they're that bad.
I mean, if it's a team that's already set at the guard spot, like if Portland gets the pick, or or somebody that's already set the guard spot, maybe I don't know, because if it's somebody that's set there, we'll see, man. I mean, we have to see, who gets the pick.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because suppose Chicago gets Lonzo Ball, right? And then they get the number 1 pick. They taking Cade Cunningham?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Then that means White would be available then.
Yeah, somebody would be available, but
I mean, it'll open up an opportunity.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. Somebody else like that would be available.
Yeah, so that'll open up an opportunity because I want Cade Cunningham or Jalen Suggs. I would go
either one of them. Yeah,
I would go heavy to try to get one of them because those are franchise-changing guys, man.
I feel you.
For real.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
All right. Let me wrap this up. We be going on a tangent for a minute talking about. I know y'all like talking about trades, so that's why I let it rock. But salute to the chat. Shout out to everybody who's in the chat. Maybe we get shout outs real quick before we wrap this up. Shout out to D Nice, Brooklyn Belly, Derrick Argentina. I just saw Ari walk in the building. Rich Jim, Rick Harrison, Sheik has been really active over here. Roll Brown, Derrick Argentina, and yeah, the Agent Super Argo, man. Shout out to everybody who's rocking in the chat with us. Could be anywhere else, but you're here with us talking Knicks on what night is this? Wednesday, Tuesday night.
Yep.
Right.
Tuesday night. All right. If you messing with the channel, man, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. This is called the after party. The after party live pod after I do the pod with CP and Ash over there at Knicks Fantasy TV the next day or later that day, depending on when the game is on. We will also be breaking down the game and talking to you guys in the chat and saying what's up. All right. So that is our show. The next game, though, what's the next game? The next
tomorrow
game
night.
Is tomorrow night is Orlando, right?
Orlando. Yep, 7 o'clock.
We need to break down this game. I feel like we should win this, right?
Yeah, it should be a win. It should be a win.
Yeah, because we can't sleep on them, but yeah.
Yeah,
we can't sleep on them because they got pretty close the last game.
But they always play us tough, man.
Yeah, they always play us tough.
Orlando plays us tough. They got 3 Nick. They used to have 4 Nick killers, but they got 3. Terrence Ross is a Nick killer. Vucevic is a Nick killer, and then Fournier is a Nick killer. They always have their best games against the Knicks.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, but I definitely expect to win this game for sure.
Yeah,
well, salute to everybody in the chat. Thanks to everybody for watching. You already know the vibes. Listen, I'm Jay Ellis, but you can find us on the nickoftimeshow.com. That's where you find out the blogs. You can find the merch. Shout out the merch, and somebody just copped the hat today. So shout out to the K2 hats that are out. Get yours. You got it in blue and orange. You also got it in black and white. So you see Ross sporting the black and white jammy right there. So definitely see us there. Follow us on all social media too, man. Follow us on the KOT Show on Twitter, the Nick of Time Show on Instagram and Facebook. And man, shout out to the bloggers too, man, who hold us down. Shout out to Ryan, who started this. He started doing he was by himself. He was the only blogger for a long time. The whole team. You know what I mean? So shout out to Ryan who started this. Shout out to Ken who manages. Shout out to Fritz. Shout out to Rob. Shout out to Mikey. Shout out to everybody over there who writes over there. If I forgot, Jeff, shout out to you as well. All right. Raw, where they can't find you, Raw?
Raw Hebrew Remnant on YouTube. Raw Hebrew Remnant on Instagram. I need to get Instagram. Raw Hebrew Remnant on Twitter.
No A there.
Yep.
Just
those 2.
Yeah, just
I'm behind the time.
The RW. All right. And my guy Ryan, where can they find you, sir?
You'll find me on Instagram at Sir G is chilling.
Sir G is chilling.
That's SIR. G is CHILLIN. You can find me on Twitter at Sir_G is best.
All right. That's what's up.